Hi everyone, it's Karen here for Artist Live, and I'm here today to make a canvas, mixed media canvas using paints and other mediums. And I'm just gonna get started. I apologize for my voice. I've been battling some hoarseness on my voice, but it's all good. I hope you can hear me. I'll try to be as loud as I can, and let's get started. Just gonna turn the camera around. And this is my project. It is this is an 8x8 canvas, a gallery style canvas, you know, these ones that are thicker. And oh, hi Nupur. And I will be making of course today, that always happens to me, I buy several like sizes at a time in a store, but every time I need a certain size, I don't happen to have it, and I was just not feeling well enough to go and buy another 8x8. So I'm gonna do 6x6s today instead. I'm gonna make two of them just to be daring. So instead of an 8x8, I think this will look cute because it can be like a display for somebody, as all the colors will match. So we can do a display of 3 different size canvases. I think it will look really cool. Hi Katka. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Again, as I said, bear with my voice. Just opening the canvases. So here's one, here's the other. So this is what I thought. I think it would look good if I made like 2 canvases that could go on a wall like this. Like this. So it would be, sorry, it would be like a canvas display. It could go like that. So kind of, I mean, you can see this is a full one. So I thought, well, you know what? It doesn't really matter. The whole point is showing the techniques. So this is exactly what I'm going to be showing you today. So here I have the 2 canvases. Let me just move. Oh, why did it get so dark suddenly? Oh, it's because of the white stuff. Okay, let me put my scissors here and let me make it into focus. Is it just me that it got darker? Okay, well, once I do everything, it'll be fine. So I'm going to use some soft matte gel and some book pages for the background. Okay, and literally I'm just going to, usually I just do a collage, but in this case I can just stick it all on. It won't make a difference. So I'm kind of going to gauge the, nothing perfect here, as you can tell. Just don't want to be over. Oops. Doesn't matter if it doesn't cover everything. I don't want any white areas. I'm going to have enough white areas to work with. Okay, so more or less like this. And then I'm going to use an extra piece just for this side because I want the whole thing covered. I think it went darker because of my, I think it will get lighter soon. I'll try to put some more light. Hopefully. I wonder if it has to do with this. Will this bring more light? Yeah, this brings more light. So I think it will bring more light once the white is gone. So just bear with me for a few minutes. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other one. Oops, I just lost a page. Yeah, I think it's just that. Yeah, it is the white canvas, Julie. It's exactly the reason. So it's okay. It won't be white for much longer, so that's okay. Not fun. Not fun to be ill. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So I'm going to get my soft matte gel. Any gel would work, Mod Podge, anything really, like, don't get stuck on soft matte gel. I mean, it's whatever I have handy that I would be. Just one sec, I need my desk a little bit neater. Sorry. Okay. So I'm gonna grab this sponge, and I'm literally just going to cover. I mean, this technique is nothing new for you guys, right? So I'm not doing anything. I think Olga did it last week, right? So it's not a big deal. It's the next one that is fun, and I want to show you guys. All right. I'm just covering it to seal it. And a very thin layer, otherwise it'll take forever to dry. And it's okay if it has creases. I mean, I somehow can never get it to be fully straight. It doesn't really matter. You see it has some creases. It just adds to the texture, so it's all good. Somehow I can never get it fully straight when I do this. And that's okay too. I have a lot of old books, and some of them I'm attached to and I won't rip, but some of them I really don't care anymore, and I use them for my art. The only thing is I sometimes have an issue with using books that are, like, let's say too violent or things like sad or something. I just worry that the words that I put on will transfer that energy to the paper. I don't know, maybe that's weird, or sounds weird to you, but I really find that words are very powerful, so they could transfer. I don't know. So this book I really like. I don't know if you guys ever read it. It's called Mists of Avalon, and I already read it and I don't really care, and I just like the idea of using it in my work. So there you go. Two beautiful things. I'm gonna dry them a little bit and we'll get to the next stage, okay? Hi Aisha. Hi, it's nice to see you. Yes. Think of bullies. You're right, Julianne. Not only bullies. I don't know if you guys ever watched the Messages in Water, or read the books about how they tested water, and after the water had been put through different tests, like saying words to the waters, or waters from different places in the world, and they tested the water. Not tested, sorry. They took pictures of the water once it was microfrozen or something like that, and you can see the different snowflakes and crystals that appear. And it's really interesting if you see, like, if, let's say, the water, what you said the word beautiful 1,000 times, the crystal that formed, the snowflake that formed, is just a majestic, beautifully. It's a beautiful, like, snowflake. But if you see somebody, if you say the word hate or mean or something like that, they said they had different tests. They show you the pictures of those, and the snowflake is completely distorted. So it's just a really cool, sorry, still sticky. It's a really cool research that they did. Look at it. It's called Messages in Water. So if you can look at that, I don't know if you guys are interested in those type of things, but I just thought, it was a few years ago, I don't know if any of you have read these books or seen the videos. You can see YouTube videos of it too. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. Anyways, I mean, it's a bit sticky, but I need to get going. I'm just going to first, before that, I'm going to cover it with a little bit of clear gesso. I just want to take that stickiness away. Where is it? 1 minute. Clear gesso. So, just going to add a little bit of clear gesso here. It just helps with, because I want things to kind of stick onto this, some of them. So, just a very thin layer. Hi, Evelina. I hope I'm saying your name right. No worries, I have not done much. I'll just stack these onto the two canvases. Just putting some clear gesso. Another interesting thing, Julie, I just see it because there's a hair that just came onto my paper. And whenever I have hairs, like, you know, if they fell or something, I mean, this must be from my brush, I kind of let them be on the page unless it's kind of right sticking in the middle and it ruins it. And one of the reasons is I heard many years ago, and in like South American culture, not South American, it's more like the natives, they believe when they do their artwork, knitting or weaving or anything like that, if a hair weaves inside their paper, they're like weaving it, gets stuck in it, they believe that your spirit kind of went into the art, into their craft. And I just find that really cool. So it's kind of your soul kind of goes into your artwork, which it is anyways already for us when we do it, but this just makes it like more even cooler, I think. Oh, hi Nupur, sorry it wasn't working. Did you guys, you missed my whole speech about, I can say it again if you want. Let me know if you guys didn't hear about, if you guys didn't hear. I think the only one that heard it is Julie. Everybody else was kind of like trying to clue in. Thank you. Okay, Carrie heard it too. Wasn't sure. I just find, yeah, there's a hair here. I think it's a hair from the brush, but I was just saying that oh yeah, you do hear me. Okay, I see Nupur on me. Yeah, so these are little stories that I just I like saying. Okay, so there we go. Better. Nice. Now what the technique I'm gonna use today, I've seen it used before with other people. Sorry, I just realized my voice is going. Just having a sip. So it's something really cool using Vaseline. I'm sure you've seen it. Maybe you've seen it in some other people using it. But I just really wanted to try it, and I tried it for this project, and I thought it was so cool. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this, and you're going to see kind of the cool effect that it does, okay? So I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger, and don't mind my fingers. This dirt is for next week's, and I'm filling in for somebody, and I'll let you know more about it. I'm going to kind of use it where the words are, and there's no like rhyme or reason. I'm just kind of rubbing it on in different areas because it's going to create a resist for my canvas, and it's just going to look really good. Hi Janice. Janusz is here. Yay, I'm glad people are showing up. Okay, so, and it's really cool, the effect that it gives. So far, Janice, I've just been putting some paper on the background, and what I'm doing is I'm adding some Vaseline onto the background in some areas so I could add some color. Okay, good. Okay, you don't need to let this dry. It's all good. me just wipe my finger. Okay, so that's good. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some color. I'm going to start, I think I'm going to start with the lightest color. And the ones I'm using today is I'm using these heavy body acrylic paints from Dina Wakley and Dana Wakley. I don't know, actually, I'm not sure if I'm saying her name correctly. They're from Ranger, but you can use any acrylic paint that is heavy, or really any acrylic paint they would work with. I just happen to have these from, I took her course in, excuse me, at CHA, so I have it. So I'm going to start with like maybe the turquoise. There's really no, doesn't really matter. And what I'm going to do, hold on. Oh, maybe I'll use this paintbrush. I like it. So I'm just gonna basically add it in different places. And you'll notice what will happen, even though you're adding it everywhere, it will just oh, you found the link? I don't know. Oh, you're going to Ranger. I'm sorry, I didn't put links this time, but thank you, Rika, for finding the links. I didn't know I didn't realize that we link them usually. I thought we linked them to a store usually. I didn't realize we link them also to the manufacturer. So even though you're putting it everywhere, you'll see how it works. It's really cool. Right, I just got dirty. That I have to take a remove right away. Acrylic paint does not come off clothes. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna dry it. Oh, the color doesn't look exactly what it does in the actual handline. This is a turquoise kind of color, and it's looking more like sky blue over there. I don't know why the lighting to me is weird. And if you notice when I start drying, look what's happening. It's creating a resist. I think that's cool. You guys are not very chatty today. But the cool thing, what I like about this resist, is that it's not even. It looks like peeled paint. It looks like peeled paint to you, to me. Sorry, which I think is like the look that I was trying to achieve. Okay, and then I'll take a wipe, and what you want to do is you actually want to remove it, because otherwise it will resist everything. So I took a wipe, and you can remove. How cool is that? I think it's cool. Sorry. It's so funny. I'm being silly. I can barely laugh with my voice. And it actually removes it really well. You can actually work if you really wanted to remove it, but I like the peel paint kind of look, so I'm leaving it. Oops. Okay, good. And let me do the other side. So I want to tell you a little bit about next week. I'm having to fill in for somebody that had to back out as of next week. So I'm going to be doing another show next week myself. And because so many people asked on our ATC exchange, I think actually it was Julie, but a lot of people were asking about it. I'm going to be using the Brushes, which is which is these really cool watercolors. So I'm gonna be experimenting with backgrounds and things like that to show you guys what can be done with them. So just so you know, hopefully you can tune in next week. And yes, you're right, Julie, that's exactly what I like about it. It's the randomness of it all. And I just want to make sure that I got all the oil. It just really gives it a really cool look. Okay. I know I'm wasting paint by doing this, but I mean the effect is really cool, so I can't give up on the effect. So 1 minute, I'm gonna take another sip of my tea. We're gonna continue adding color. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take the Vaseline, and this time I will do it not only on the writing part, but I also want to leave some of the blue on, right? Instead of clear gesso, you could use in reality you could use white gesso and just like put a very watery layer. So to take white gesso, Julie, and mix it with a little bit of water and make diluted, and then add kind of a very light layer, and then how do you call this? And then kind of wipe it a little bit. It should work too. Anyways, okay. Now I'm gonna so I want to put a little bit here, again, kind of randomly, and I'm gonna go over the lettering too because I want some areas to be blue and some areas to be writing, and then the rest will just kind of disappear into another color, if you know what I mean. Oh, I didn't know that. You see, you can. Sorry, I'm being quiet. Just love having different uses for materials that are. Okay, there we go. I don't even know where I put it, but I think it's cool. Okay. All right, so the next I'm going to use is the green. This is called lime green. The other one was turquoise, so this is lime green. And sorry, I'm going to use the paintbrush again. Not cleaning it very well. I don't take care of my paintbrushes. I use very cheap paintbrushes because I really don't care about ruining them. I should care, but I don't. Okay, so again, I'm going to cover the whole thing, and it should sorry, this one is not coming out as easily. So, I mean, you can do this technique just if you, let's say you want peel paint kind of look without the colors. You could do this just with a background and white gesso. I think it would look fantastic. Or even add brown and it would look like a weathered wood. So this can be done in so many different ways. I just love the idea of using the Vaseline. So I think it's cool. Hope I'm not putting too thick of a layer because I want it to dry faster. Okay, good. Okay, let me dry it. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, so great. Thank you, Rika, for pointing that out. So the whole thing of mixed media, right, is having layers upon layers of things. But I just love how it does a resist kind of. I just thought of another idea. I wanna see which one is more fun to do. Almost dry. Hi, Anne-Marie, welcome. Okay, now I'm gonna get my wipes, and again, gonna wipe the areas that have the, um, the Vaseline. And oops, hold on. Sometimes I have to like kind of feel for them. They don't always like once, they don't always work. But you can scratch at them. You can scratch at the paint also a little bit, and you will know where they are. Kind of where it's a bit gooey and greasy here. Because I forget sometimes what they are once I put the paint on. So there you go. Now we have two colors. And I think the effect is, as you can see, the effect is good. So you missed how I put, Anne-Marie, you missed how I put I just basically glued some paper on, but it's the Vaseline technique. Vaseline sounds bad. That I have been doing. There's Vaseline resist technique. That one you might have to watch again. I will do one more layer anyways, but you might have to watch it. And this one was much easier to remove than the other one. Must have put more Vaseline here than the other side. So there we go. Here we go. Now the last color. Wait, I want to make sure. Okay, the last color will be the blue. So here, Anne-Marie, here I'm going to show you how to do the last layer. This is going to be the blue, the dark blue. I'm going to use lapis. And I want to use I want to keep some of, so it's working backwards. It's like almost working with the shadow because I want to keep some of the green and the blue. I want to keep the green and the blue here. So I'm going to cover that, but here I'm not going to cover as much, just maybe here in the middle. It's just having to think backwards because sometimes we don't, and I want to cover this green part here. Okay, and then in the other side I have a lot more that I could work with. So I want this blue and green mix here. So this area here, right, I want to keep it because everything else will be covered, so I don't want it here. A little bit here. I want this looks really cute. And I want to leave some of the writing. Okay. If it makes sense. Okay, so I just added. Yes, you're right. You could do that too, Julian. That's a good idea. Okay, now I'm going to use the lapis, which is the last color. And my paintbrush. Again, covering. Yes, exactly. That's what I meant by doing browns. You can get it a weathered kind of look. That would look cool. I mean, you can probably use this technique on other mediums that is not acrylics. I just wanted to try it with acrylics. You can probably use it with sprays and inks because nothing, right? Vaseline will not take to anything with water. I know. I like it as it is too. I kind of like, when I was doing this, I kind of really loved it. And then I started adding the flowers and I wasn't sure if I liked it, but I think I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a better techniques with the flowers. I didn't do such a good job the first time around. So we're going to compare two different ways of doing this since I have two canvases. Hopefully this will only be an hour. I don't know why I have a feeling it will be longer. Okay. Just bear with me for a second. I need to turn on the air in my room. I'm really hot. It gets very stuffy with when my door is closed. Okay, so again, I'm going to do this. And I know I could leave it like this as it is and put a word, but that won't show you how I did the rest of the stuff. Because I think for a different canvas I would just do that. That's me drinking my tea. Yeah, I don't have the flu, but I just have a bad cold. I think. I'm not even sure I have a cold. I kind of like have like a hoarse voice with a tummy ache, which doesn't make sense. They don't usually go together. But so it's still wet. The wet area, I think it's where I put the stuff, so I can kind of use to my advantage. Okay, so I'm gonna start removing again. Cool. Just, you want it to make sure that it's dry, so it doesn't remove it all, which is what happened here. It's okay. I think it's not fully dry yet. Let me just try a little bit longer. Because it just removed a bunch of stuff here. My blue removed. Oh, I didn't know that, Julie. Very interesting. It could be. I mean, the hoarse voice came first, but that would make sense. I'm glad I didn't throw up. That's the only thing I'm happy about. I took some gravel this morning just so I could function a little bit because I was really nauseated. That could very be, you're right. Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm running out of paper towel. Not paper towel, I mean. Okay, so now it's a little bit dry, so I can actually work with it. Because I want these weathered kind of... I feel like I don't have enough blue on this side. I'm gonna have to... Oops. it's hard to work with the dark colors because they kind of okay. I just think it looks really cool. And you want to make sure that the Vaseline is off, because if not, the other stuff won't work either. It resists everything. Okay. And it's really cool. Once the paint, when you're at the third level, the third layer, the paint kind of just gathers. It kind of peels off. It's really, really neat. I don't know if you can see it. Like it actually peels off. It's not so much like removing it. It just becomes a different texture altogether. I think I like this one better, this side of canvas, than what I'm doing now, just because it just looks neater. I think I was able to catch more of the colors and make it look more weathered. Okay, need more of this. I might have to go get some more I really like that. Really? That's very interesting too. I didn't know that. Rika. Okay. Okay, so there's that. I just don't like this side. Let me add some more blue here. I just find that it needs a little bit more blue. Oh, I think the mailman is downstairs and I won't be able to catch him. I just heard my doorbell ring. Oh well. This oh, somebody's ringing at my door and I don't know who it is. It cannot be my daughter. My sister's picking up my daughter, but somehow cannot be. It's too early. Oh, thank you. It sounds sexy. That's hilarious. That's what my mom was telling me. Like making a joke about it. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to add some more blue on this side. Okay. You see what I mean? Okay. Excellent. So this is basically the background. And they kind of look like they match up. Very cool. All right. Oh, I need to text my sister to tell her to take it with my daughter from the garage, to bring my daughter from the garage. 1 minute. Let me just tell her in case she doesn't know. Don't answer. Hold on. Okay, so there is that. Now I bought these really cool stencils from something called Stencil Girl. It's this company I found. I just found it really cool. And it's these flower kind of looking things. I just really like them. So I use these for the canvases. And I'm going to do 2 different techniques on this, just because I thought, I didn't try one of them. One of them should be really cool if I did it like that. So, what I'm going to do, I don't know, I'm thinking, would it work that way? I thought to maybe put Vaseline here, but no, I think I'm going to have to just do it the other way. I don't know. Well, let me start with the light molding paste. I did use modeling paste like in my other canvas. However, it took a long time to dry. and I need something that dries quickly because we're running out of time. So what is she asking? Oh, did you guys lose connection? Oh no, okay, good, Rika. So next week, as I said, I'm gonna be doing, I don't know if you guys know the brushes. I'm gonna be experimenting with them. It won't be like so much like a project as more like an experiment kind of thing. And so I hope you guys tune in. I'm filling in for somebody, but so I thought to do my own thing. Anyways, I'm just stenciling this flower from Stencil Girl, and I'm kind of trying to stay inside the lines. So and I'm not using the full flower. Okay, hold on. Yay. Okay, good. So there is that. And I almost even like it this way where it's white. I wonder I should leave it white, but I just like, I don't know. I was thinking, what if I use the stencil and then do white? But you know what? It's not going to. I can't invent techniques while I'm under pressure, so it's just going to be me putting this on, and that's it. Oh, now I'm curious who was at the door. I wonder if a nice package came for me. Hope I didn't miss like FedEx. FedEx is the worst. It makes me go really far to pick it up. Hopefully it was just the mailman and I can go pick it up closer. I'm not exactly sure what I'm expecting, but you never know. It's always Happy Mail. I agree, me too. I really like that too. Getting all the cards from all over the world. It's really neat. I'm even keeping like people are writing nice things also. Okay, not as perfect, but will do. It will do. I'm trying to think if I could do one here over both of them. I think it will look pretty neat, so you can use it together or not. I'm almost liking the white. I don't actually want to do anything to it, funny enough. Maybe I'll leave it. What I did is, with the flowers, is that I did the same Vaseline technique on the flowers. So I could show you some of it. Okay, let me just remove some of that. All right. I just like the light molding paste just because it dries much quicker. And I'm going to dry this. It's actually my first time doing an exchange too. I've never done any card exchanges or any other type. So it's my first ATC exchange and it's my first anything exchange too. So it's kind of neat. Oh, I don't like, hold on. I don't like this here. Why is this here? Those extra pieces. Sorry, I want to wipe my spatula while it's drying. Yeah, I think everybody here is from the exchange. Everybody on is somehow exchanging. Okay, hold on. still need to get Janus on the exchange. How come he hasn't joined us? Or is he? He's been quiet. Okay, sorry, I'm just cleaning my stencil, so mind me for a second. Oh, I need to get more wipes. I sort of ran out of my last wipe. Okay, hold on. Yes, I did. The ATC group originated from here. I think it was the one time somebody, maybe Anne-Marie, maybe you were not there the first time, and then like you joined after. So yes, I did initiate it. But the one time that I made my ATCs. Sorry, I'm kind of drying things. I don't want all this stuff on my stencil. It will just make it hard to stencil after. So I'm just kind of wiping it while it's drying, and then I will. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh, you mean unique nail? There's no pressure in the ATC exchange. Every person does it at their own time, whenever they can. I want this to dry really well. I know I'm like running. You guys will stay with me a few more minutes. I think next week class with the brushes makes really cool backgrounds. Very, very cool backgrounds. So I think it will be perfect for my ATC exchange. Sorry, this is taking a long time. Just the drying takes a while. Oh, I don't think I'll have enough time, guys. I feel bad that it's gonna take longer today. Some of the stuff is not drying on fast enough for me. Okay, I'm going to just work with one of them. I think this one is more dried up. Just because I'm running out of time, I will just show you what I did on this one, and the other one I'll just finish another day, okay? Because I'm doing the same technique on both. Just some of the areas are very thick. And I'm trying to work this work. Okay, it's gonna get ruined a little bit. What can I do? Okay, so what I did is I actually first painted. I'm gonna do it a little bit different today. I'm going to use a brush. Hold on, I'm looking for a brush. Use a brush, and I'm going to paint the leaf, these ones. The paste is not completely dry. So annoying. It's bunching up. I apologize. It's gonna not be the best, but I'm just going to I'm painting the leaves in two different lighter colors, as you can see. Okay, not the leaves, the petals, what am I saying? And then dry again, quick, 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 quick. What was it? Oh, that's such a good idea. I love that. I've been putting them in an album just because I don't know. I have too many commitments now. I'm doing many classes in many different places, so I'm running out of time. I'll be in LA, I'll be in Edmonton, and in Costa Rica in the next couple months, so I really don't have that much time. Okay, quick. Now, grabbing the Vaseline, I'm just gonna a little bit in the middle, a little bit, just a little bit, so it kind of like leaves some of the color, and then I can put the dark blue on top. Oops. Okay, and I'm gonna take the dark blue and just on the actual as you can see, I'm not fully dried, which makes it more difficult for me, but I'm just trying to show you what I did. Okay, there you go. As you can see, my daughter's gonna come home soon. Okay, I'm just drying the blue a little bit. Okay, you see how you can do the same effect on the actual flower. See, just be careful when you're doing this and it's still, the underlying thing is still wet. It's not working as well as I want it, just because it'll work in this one better. Okay, this, you see this petal is a little bit more dry, so you can actually get the effect. But the ones that are, I see the paste is kind of bunching up. I apologize. I was rushing and I cannot dry this properly. Wait. I'm gonna have to wait until it's fully dried, because even when it's dry, the Vaseline is still underneath and you can remove the extra bit, okay? So I'm trying really hard not to do it, although I do like the effect really much. But some of them are staying. So, but you get what I'm trying to do, right? There, this one has worked out well. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to remove some of the blue without removing the underlying tone. Okay, I'm not going to fully do it now, but you get what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get it like two colors. Okay, so it's kind of weathered there too. And then I added some black, so I just took one of these stencils. Oh no, where is it? 1 minute. Where'd my stencil go? Oh, there it is. I use this stencil. It's an old one from the Crafters Workshop. And or maybe I use the Tim Holt ones. There's a Tim Holt one that's very similar to this. So right now I can't remember which one I used. And I used some spatula. Wait. Just, oh no, this is not the right one. You know, when you're rushing, nothing works. So just to add some texture. No, I want it. I'm trying to hold it so it doesn't mess up that other area. Okay. And it needs a little bit here. I'm just spinning it around because I know I want some here. Good. And then I just used a paintbrush, and I went, a sponge brush, whatever. I just used it around. Okay, I just painted the sides and a little bit at the edge here, if you know what I mean, just to frame it. I just like them when it's framed. So that's basically, hold on, no, that's not basically it at all, but 1 second. I have one final step, and okay. So you see I kind of framed it with a little bit of black around. And then the last thing I did, 1 minute, is using some of the pearl pens, or yeah, black pearl pen. This is not black, hold on. Either a black pearl pen, or I use this as enamel accents. I just basically went around the flower and highlighted it. Oops. So this is by Viva Decor. I mean, I'm sure you've used other colors of this. And it just dries like a bubble. I really like it. And it kind of frames the flower. Oh no, sorry, I forgot one more step. I apologize, I keep on forgetting steps. One more thing. Okay. Hi, I'm just still taping. My daughter came home with my 1 minute, guys. Give me a second. I just hold on. Okay, guys, sorry. Just my daughter switched schools this year, and last year she used to finish at 3:20, 3:15, I mean, so I could always like finish this show and go pick her up. But today, this year, she's at a different school, and she finishes at 2:50, and the show starts at 2, so I would never make it in time. So I asked my sister to pick her up. Next week they don't have school, which works out well. So I just need to ask for a lot of favors to get this to be with you guys, because I don't want to not be with you guys, right? Okay, so you see the flower. And the last thing I did, and I mean this didn't dry at all, but I'm just gonna kind of show you, is that I use white marker. This is a Molotow marker. It's an acrylic marker. You could use the Posca pen. I think that would work too. Let's try both. I have them both, so let's try and see. Just a little bit more of a, I just want to dry this a little bit. Oh, I really like this one. They match really nicely with the other one. And sorry, and what I did with the white, just a little bit I'm giving it, since we're not that late. So what I did with the white pens, and let's try the Posca pen. I actually just bought these. And I want to see how they work. Let's see if they work on acrylic. I think I need to shake them, and I might run out of patience and have to do, I'm running out of patience because I needed to, this one I think it's already used, so it will come out easier. So I'm just making like little highlights. Bear with me, I just got white all over my pens. I like these pens. So I'm just making little white highlights with the white marker. I think the Posca pen should have worked here too, but I had to wait until it comes down and I didn't have patience for that. Oh, you see what happened there? That's part of the Vaseline. It's kind of peeling off. There we go. See, I told you, even if you let it dry, it can still come off. So I'll have to wait on that one. That one is also wet, so I apologize. Some of them are actually wet and I can't do anything about them. I think I actually also highlighted up outside of the flowers a little bit, so I'm gonna do that too. Although this is done, it looks a little bit, although this canvas looks a little bit childish, I missed a petal here. I do feel like the techniques can be implemented into anything. I really like my canvas. I'm going to be teaching this technique in Costa Rica, and hopefully I can start making classes some other places too. So yeah, it just gives it you can even go like this and make little splatters, which I think add. And if you don't want to splatter, you can go like that and it splatters too, which is good. Sorry, I missed a petal here, just realized. So I'm gonna go back and do it. There it is. So, and basically I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh, thank you, Petra. Sorry, yeah, so this is basically it. I'm gonna make the other one also like the same, so it can be like a threesome there on the wall, or I can maybe, I don't know, sell it. I have no idea. I have too many things in my house, so I need to do something with them. But this is basically the idea. And let me turn you guys around to say hi and thank you all. There I am. Oh, look at that. Do I have like paint on my, oh my god, look, I have black paint on my forehead. Oh well, I look ridiculous. like a good artist. So let me wipe this off. Oh, they're good. Anywhere else because I can't see myself. Okay, so I just wanted to thank you all for coming today and bearing with my voice and with all the things. I hope you learned something. It's just fun experimenting, just experiment. Next week I'm coming in again, so I hope you guys come. I'm gonna use the brushes and I'm gonna make some fun backgrounds. So hope you can join us tomorrow, next time, and next week, same time. And thank you so much. See you soon.